Hello and welcome. You're watching SriLankan Airlines and Visit Melbourne present Cricbuzz Comm. And the reason why we're having a chuckle is because we're looking at Kedar Jadhav's bowling action. And it's not us. Australian batsmen also having a chuckle. Marcus Stoyne is laughing and saying, "ये हो क्या रहा है भाई?"
और वो भी ऐसी सिचुएशन में जहां मैच फंसा हुआ है, ऐसा नहीं है कि मैच जीत गए या हार गए, बड़ा टाइट सिचुएशन बनी हुई है और उसके बावजूद he's so unusual. I mean, it's nobody's used to playing that. Somebody will have to figure out what to do with him, and I think the only way you can sort him out is probably go straight past him, because if he's going to bowl from there, it's not going to bounce.
Yeah.
It's going to keep low. So the best way to play something that keeps low is play straight.
Play straight, because they've not been able to figure him out. Kedar is 6 overs, 18 runs and 1 wicket. So obviously Australia is completely baffled with what Kedar is doing. They're baffled with what Kuldeep is doing. They're baffled with the speed with which Ravindra Jadeja gets through his over. So basically it's the spin that's keeping India in the game. It's still there. It's still 50-50 because of the spin. More than 50-50 perhaps, because there's not been a boundary in like over 10 overs now.
Yeah, I think they've just struggled ever since they lost that first wicket, ever since Finch got out. The game's been totally different. They were, what, 80 odd for no loss?
83 for no loss, and then 2
what,
wickets
14,
fell.
15 overs, and they were, there at the chase with 10 wickets in hand, not much run rate pressure on you. But when they lost those 2 wickets, and then I think they've gone into a little shell. Because on a wicket like this, where you're in a commanding position, you don't let the opposition come back.
Yeah.
It's got to do with what has happened with Australia in the last year or so as well. So I think they took it a little easy. They thought runs will never be a problem, and then they've just dug a hole for themselves, and they're in that hole at the moment.
What do you say now? I mean, it's a little over a run a ball that's required in the final 15 overs. So how do you call it?
I know they've got enough wickets in hand, and they've got enough balls, and it's not,
because
the run per ball is not such a big difference. But if they don't get to, say, 45 with the same wicket in hand, then they'll be in trouble.
Okay.
Because this is a game where it's going to turn around in a couple of overs or couple of balls. If these guys carry on
for another 45
and
runs.
It doesn't matter what run rate it is right at the end. It's all about from now till 43rd, 44th over. They need to hold this partnership together. There'll never be a problem to get runs, because I keep saying this, it's a big ground, you'll run and get those runs. But if you lose wickets, anybody who walks in, it's very difficult for him to get going. So the run rate's not the problem, but the wickets in hand.
Still can't call it, man. You still can't. And you love a one-day international which goes right till the end without you knowing that the result would be an inevitability. But we're going to see you on Cricbuzz Live, of course, after the game is over. But meanwhile, we're going to go have another chuckle, because Kedar Jadhav has a few overs left still. You don't know where it'll come from. You don't know where he'll bowl it from. Aage, piche, whether it'll be a surra, between the legs, under the shoe perhaps. In fact, I've just got word that Lasit Malinga has called Kedar Jadhav and said, "Bhai, thodi to upar se dal de yaar, kya kar?" Thank you for watching SriLankan Airlines and Visit Melbourne present Cricbuzz Comm. We'll see you on Cricbuzz Live.